Growing economy, a rich, prosperous city full of skyscrapers and high-rises. New construction, new roads abound, and highways packed with all the latest cars. India. This is us, at our best in the 21st century. But look a little below your eye level. Below skyscrapers, out through these glass facades, and you'll see another city. Today, every city in India is two cities. A prosperous one and its poor other half. And as much as we'd like to believe that it's the prosperous one that's growing, in reality, it's the poor half that's multiplying in all our cities. And the reason why the two halves can never become one is merely the lack of education. In fact, it's the lack of education that's ensuring every single day that these gaps become wider. One of the primary reasons for this is inequity in the quality of education received by thousands of children from low-income communities.
I spent my summers working with kids who were visually impaired, hearing impaired. When we lived in the US, I worked with autistic kids. And I just remember lots and lots of joy. But when I was 18, I came back to India and I walked into a community. And this is the first child that I met. Her name's Pinky. Looking at Pinky's eyes were really symbolic of what I believed. They were sparkling and shining and bright, and they spoke to me of potential. And as I walked into the community, I expected to feel a lot of things. I expected to feel really saddened by the poverty, really upset. And when I go into a community, I'd be surprised by the resourcefulness, the resilience, the gratitude that I saw in spaces where I would constantly say, but if I was in that position, really, what would I do? And so Pinky remains a really big inspiration to me and just a symbol of the potential that's there in every single child in our country. It's the kind of opportunities that you and I had growing up. A safe space to be kids, a place where they can explore who they want to be, and a place where they can just have fun. So that's how we started.
Sister and brother are graduated from Akanksha, and I will be graduated next year, and my younger brother is in Akanksha. My parents are not literate, so they want us to be well literated and to become a good person.
My mom, dad and my aunt, they think I have nothing. I don't have talent inside me. So I want to show them values, and I want to show them what are we and what am I.
I've increased my self-awareness about my strengths and weaknesses.
What's another term we use for weaknesses?
Areas of development.
Now I'm really confident.
I'm not scared of the cockroach, and I stand for what I believe.
I'd look you in the eye.
Today when we open the papers and see a dysfunctional parliament, scams, corruption, everything terrible, our fellows are our hope for the future.
One of the great opportunities during the second year of the fellowship is the Be the Change project, BTCP. And what it does is it encourages fellows to think about their students and their classroom in the context of the larger environment.
I had to struggle to find my voice. I knew that I had the light that wanted to shine. I knew that I had a voice that wanted to come out. Even I wanted to sing.
I want to be
what amazed me was the fact that this could be a real game-changing.
I wish something like this had come out when I was, passing out of school or college.
And I have seen that the students who go in for these teaching programs are so well equipped.
Why leadership? Because when you engage with a community that you're not used to working with before.
So I think to be able to give 2 years of your life is not giving, it's absolutely gaining.
I think it's a win-win situation.
Young people can particularly make a difference because the world belongs to the young people.
Hrithik Roshan tweeted about Akanksha's need for teachers to his 4.3 million followers.
I think just do as much as you can do, and I would put what you can do into sort of two broad buckets. One is as much time as you can give, because I think physical time spent with the kids, learning from the kids, in an Akanksha classroom, now in a Teach for India classroom along with our fellows, is really, really helpful to the teachers. And the second bucket is the sort of broader bucket of resources. I think all of our classrooms are really under-resourced. So thinking about how you can collect books and aids and make things which can actually be used for teaching, I think that would be really helpful.
Can you come and teach us? Come, be a teacher. Log on to www.akanksha.org. Bye!